This is an overview of the Soccer Team Optimizer application. For soccer leagues, teams need to be a similar skill level in order to have a successful season. However, for soccer league administrators, organizing these fairly level teams is challenging because they simply don't have the tools to do so. Soccer Team Optimizer can solve this problem. This program provides a user-friendly device in which admins can not only accommodate every player interested in joining, but also forming the most even-leveled teams. So why don't we go through how this application actually works? First, the admins will input the coach's data into the coach data sheet. In the main page, admins would simply press Input Coach Data. And by pressing this button, they could enter the coach's name, day, time, contact information, and location of their practices. Second, all interested players will fill out the enrollment form. This internet link can be found on the main page as shown by clicking the player registration button. And this is what every player would see. They would simply write down their preferences and which coach they want and all their skill level and positions. So let's go back to our program. So once all players have inputted their personal data, the admins will then press the Pull Google Data button. And by doing this, all of the internet forms that the players filled out, which was shown right before, will automatically be pulled and entered into the enrollment data input sheet. This would be the result of what all the players filled out. The administrator that will be using this program will then return to the main page and press Optimizer. By pressing Optimizer, he or she will then be redirected to the constraints page. On this page, the administrator will put in certain requirements depending on what their preferences are. We can see that an admin can easily modify the amount of players per position, as well as the minimum and maximum number of players. In addition, admins can choose whether they want to maximize satisfaction or not by clicking one of these three labels, which are Don't Care, Somewhat Care, and We Care. Let's say we click We Care. The program would not only match players to coaches based on matching times of availability, but it would also take into consideration all the other preferences that each player wanted, while still keeping all teams fairly balanced in skill. Why don't we go ahead and press this Go button. On this page, the league administrator can view the statistics of all the teams formed and whether or not it's fair and whether they're satisfied with the results. A table and several graphs are also produced for easier analyzing. Now going back to the roster sheet, admins can see detailed information of their players. Each player will have a satisfaction score which indicates how he or she is satisfied with the team. Also, the user of this application will be able to check whether their team is over the maximum number of players constraint set by the league or under the minimum. The league administrator will be able to move players to fix the problem easily. Last but not least, the administrator can then proceed to print the results by using the print button on top.